A big wingman welcome. Once again, welcome to the wingman's path, to positivity, to raising your vibration, to creating the life of your choosing. It's as simple as that, baby. And so often we forget that, and we end up in our own head somewhere and not thinking of what we want, not creating our life, but allowing life to be created by others for us. And you know what? It becomes a wasted life, and sooner or later we realize it, and that's when we find the wingman's path, baby. That's when you and I, find the wingman's path. And I thank you, as always. I am so happy to be on the path with you here, and I thank you for joining me today and sharing these videos and sharing these practices with your loved ones and your friends and your family and your community and your neighbors, because I know how important it is for your community, for your group that you hang out with, your peeps that you hang out with, to practice bringing more positive energy into your life. Because as a wingman, one thing you learn is how positive energy transmits to each other. And when we all get that momentum going of positive energy, right? You know what I'm talking about. When we're all feeling positive, it makes it that much easier for each of us to bring more positive energy and to create the life we want into our own lives. So I thank you for being here today. Today's practice I've entitled, Observe Your Vibration. And if there's one thing I will keep talking about, it's your vibration. As a matter of fact, when I met with, the South Korean Zen master, we met in Thailand for that week. That's all that just kept coming through. Observe your mind, observe your vibration. What are you sending out into the universe, right? Nikola Tesla, I don't know if you know that name. If you don't, Google him. He's one of the genius inventors of our time. If you think of anything that has to do with electricity, you will go back to Nikola Tesla. As a matter of fact, that's why Elon Musk named his famous car now Tesla after him, right? So, because it's so ingenious and so futuristic. He was a futurist, a physicist, an electrical genius. And what he said is, if you want to think of the future, what the future will hold, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Now, I am no scientist by any stretch, but I do understand vibration, and I do understand what I'm sending out into the universe. And when you send whatever you're sending out into the universe, so if you're sending out great vibrations, the universe is matching those vibrations and sending them back. If you're sending out lousy vibrations, the universe is matching them and sending them back. Now here's the rub, right? When you're in a lousy situation in your reality, right? You're in a lousy situation, it's hard not to be sending out lousy vibrations. But here's the thing about that. If you don't change that, if you don't consciously practice changing that vibration, you're going to just have more of the same and more of the same and more of the same and more of the same. And the momentum of your negative vibration will keep you exactly where you are today. So we've got to figure out how to change our vibration. Let me give you an example of what I mean by vibration so you understand where I'm coming from with this. So you really understand the wingman's path to positivity. Let's say you have a desire, right? We have a desire we want to achieve. We have a goal we want to manifest, a desire, whatever, right? You want to lose 20 pounds. You want to have $1 million, right? You want to have $1 million. Well, let me ask you a question. So you're saying to yourself, I'm sending out a great vibration. I'm sending out a vibration of I want $1 million. I want to lose 20 pounds, right? This is the goal I want to achieve. But you know what the universe is hearing? The universe is hearing you want and you don't have what it is you want. Does that make sense to you? You don't have what you want. You're sending out a vibration of not having it. And the universe is going to match that vibration and send you more reasons to feel that you don't have, that you can't achieve your goal, right? It's almost crazy, but it's so simplistic. And once we figure it out, once we truly are on the wingman's path, well, there's no stopping us then. There's no stopping us then. I can tell you from my own personal experience, it's been marvelous. And I still slip back and have that that negative vibration going out. But the more we practice together, right, the easier it becomes. So how do we change that vibration? How do we change that vibration from I want to lose 20 pounds to, or I want to have $1 million, to I'm 20 pounds thinner and I have $1 million, right? That's as simple as that. I just changed it. I'm 20 pounds thinner and I have $1 million, right? But here's the problem with that. As I say it, or as you might say what it is for you, you might feel yourself, it might feel like a lie to you, right? It might feel like a lie to you. And then even though you're saying those words, your vibration that you're sending out is a very conflicted vibration, right? So now, just before I go on, neuroscience will tell you that if you continue to say those words, sooner or later your brain will wrap around it and you'll believe it. So that's okay. Just keep saying it if you want. What's the saying? Fake it till you make it. The other thing to do is to change what you're saying to yourself to something you can believe. Maybe you can say, I'm on my way to losing 20 pounds. Or $1 million is coming my way. I'm on my way to having $1 million. I'm on my way to having $1 million. Whatever you can say, that's what you have to do. And we're going to get into saying that tomorrow. That'll be the second part of our Observe Your Vibration. Today, I think the best practice for you and I and us being on this path is to just say over and over again and get it into our subconscious that we want to constantly be observing our vibration. It's as simple as that. We want to constantly be observing our vibration, because when you start observing it and seeing and recognizing what you're sending out, it'll be a whole lot easier to change it. So for today's practice, and as I said, part 2 will be tomorrow, and we'll work on that tomorrow. For today's practice, join me and let's just say, observe your vibration. Observe my vibration. Say it to yourself, observe my vibration. And as you do, start thinking about the vibration you're sending out. Because the more you say it, the more it'll get into your subconscious, and the more you'll start recognizing that vibration that you're sending out. Let's do it. Join me and let's say, observe my vibration. Observe my vibration. I'm observing my vibration. I am observing my vibration. Right? Observe your vibration. Observe your vibration. You're doing it right now, right? As we're saying it, we should be thinking about observing our vibration and what we are sending out into the universe, right? This is pretty simple practice, right? Observe my vibration. I know when I left the week with the Zen Master, I had this in my head and it just stayed there for a long, long time. And of course, things change and we'll talk about that, but for now, let's just talk about observing our vibration. Let's recognize what we're sending out. It's easy when someone else is talking to you, right? Let's recognize it for ourselves. What are we sending out into the universe? Today, I'm going to observe my vibration. I'm going to be in touch with it. I'm going to recognize it, and I am going to observe my vibration. I thank you for joining me today on the Wingman's Path. I appreciate you staying with me. I appreciate you sharing your energy and helping all of us to bring that positive energy into all of our lives, into our community, into our loved ones, for our kids, our families, our friends, our neighbors, our communities. I thank you for sharing these with your Facebook community, because I see how it gets out. It's our growing community is really growing in positivity, and the more it does, the easier it's going to be for each of us to grow in positivity. Still in Boston, loving the place. I thank you for joining me today. Your Wingman Michael from Boston, signing off. Have a wonderful day, one in which you observe your vibration. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Your Wingman Michael, signing off.